what happened was the long-anticipated meeting, private meeting, that the Holy Father had with representatives of the First Nations of Canada. So on Monday he had his private meetings with the Métis and the Inuit, and now today was the opportunity for the representatives of the First Nations to meet with him. It's a larger delegation. And well, once again, the Holy Father showed himself to be the Holy Father. He welcomed them warmly, each individually, and took the time that was needed to listen to what they had to tell him. And clearly, they had prepared thoroughly and very well. And it was clear to me also as I listened to them that they were carrying on their shoulders the weight of responsibility, in the sense that they had been sent by their people to speak to the Pope. So they spoke in their own name, but also on behalf of their people. And I think for them it was I know because they said it, it was a very, very significant, historic moment for them. And I heard them say many times how much they felt honored and grateful that the Pope had created this opportunity for them and were giving them this time. And then the Pope responded, and he spoke. His remarks were brief, but they were clearly very heartfelt. He spoke of how everything that he heard from them touched his heart deeply. What was beautiful is he began by affirming the beauty of their culture, how they uphold family and community, and the church and the world needs to respect their culture as such. But he didn't shy away from the pain that was also expressed. And he said, that fills me with sadness and fills me with shame. And he spoke very directly, and I would say forcefully, about how they have been living with the devastation that comes from colonialism. And he said, colonialism, the Italian word he used was brutta. And that's patient of a number of different interpretations. So it's ugly, it's horrible, it's terrible. And it rips out from people their identity, their cultural identity, religious identity, spiritual, very, very strong. So what was clear is that he gets it, right? He heard not only the words, he heard the heart, and he heard the pain and the suffering, and he responded to it beautifully. And then he said, the church stands with you. And that's what really, I think, caught the people, that they heard the Pope say, that deep truth that we all have to embrace. The church does stand with the Indigenous people. And everything that we've been doing over this last little while was to affirm that and to show it. And I would have to say that for me as a bishop, to hear that confirmed by the Pope was also very powerful and very meaningful to me too. So, as the Indigenous people speak of the hope and the optimism that they feel because of this encounter with the Pope, as a bishop, I'm feeling the same thing. And I said in the media briefing that, I'm ready and the bishops are ready to journey with you. That was a very powerful thing also with the presentation to the Pope of Moccasins. They were inviting him, please walk with us, which is what he's going to do and what the church is going to do.